Look at Solana. All right, I have a lot of you guys that are in Solana, a lot of you guys interested in it, so I thought we'd take a look at it here. Bitcoin is in a sideways pennant here. Okay, it looks like it could possibly break up. All right, so definitely keep an eye on that. If Bitcoin does break out of that, and let me show it to you real fast. If it does break out of that, obviously it's going to set everything else off here. All right, if we're going on a 4-hour chart. You can see this pennant building up in here. All right, let me get this fib off here. There you go. It's in this sideways pennant right here, and we'll see what happens here. I have an alarm set on that. Let me remove it. But this is on the 4-hour. All right, you can see it's right at the bottom of that pennant now. Let me move that. Okay, right at the bottom of it here. All right, these wicks. It wicked down earlier, went out of it, sucked it back up in here. We got that 4-hour right at the bottom, just about reset. Okay, so I'm expecting it probably to come to the bottom of this pennant, or it could wick back down here to 43, 43.4 roughly, somewhere down around there, and bounce right back up. Because that 4-hour is pointing up. You know, if you're charting this thing, go to your RSI down here, your regular RSI, and put a trend line on these resistance levels here that it's hitting. If it ends up breaking it out above this resistance level, this thing's taking off. All right, so that's a good way to track this thing with the RSI. 4 hours about reset. The 8-hour still coming down to 19 and a 35. The 12 is trying to push back up. You can see it there on the stochastic. Look at the curve starting to happen here. And of course you have the daily RSI heading right back up here. Okay, so beware of fake outs. Them are absolutely common, and they happen a lot. You can see them. This thing has violated this trend line quite a bit. All right, up through here. Fake out here, went back up, fake out here, went back up. All right, so keep an eye on it and watch Bitcoin. All right, I think quite honestly, in my personal opinion, I think this thing's gonna break up. I really do. You know, this stuff here. Look at the sellers down here. And then it will wick and it'll go fire rate. We'll see what happens. All right, nothing's guaranteed. I'm not a financial advisor. This isn't financial advice, but keep your eye on this thing. All right, pretty volatile through here. All right, let's go back over here to Solana. Boys, this thing been making some moves. Let me show you the if it does make a full Fibonacci recovery on this whole thing. All right, what kind of price targets this would hit? You'd expect it to come back to a 618 at least. All right, we'll do it right there. You know, that'd be up at 160 bucks. Okay, a 702 is up at 184. You know, if it gets to them levels, you got the monthly still bullish at a 100 and a 95. You got the weekly at a 95 and a 93, still bullish, getting pretty high down here on the regular RSI. You know, you're up to an 87. You have the daily still bullish at a 100 and a 95. Okay, the 12-hour is still bullish at a 100 and a 96. The 8, 95.7, 95.73. Call it even on that one. And the 4-hour is trying to turn back up. Okay, this thing has ABC'd. I'm going to show you this. Check this out. And if you haven't yet, guys, please hit the like and subscribe. I'd appreciate that so very, very much. Let me move this up where it should be. I was looking at this yesterday, just giving some rough levels. Should be right about up in this area here. Okay, around 116 roughly. All right, and the way I got that, if you go out on a weekly, actually that weekly, let me unlock that. That weekly is right about there. Yeah, about 116. Okay, let's lock that. Back over here, you can see these areas. Let me grab my arrow. Right over here. Okay, that was a resistance area. That was a support area over here. And then the next price level up, that was a resistance area. And then, of course, we have higher prices up here. You got one up here at 137. And you have a resistance at 140. And then up here at 140, 147. All right. Now, yesterday, when I was looking at this thing, and please hang out, guys, because this is all going to tie back in here. Okay, if you got this on a weekly chart, all right, you put a fib on it. All right, go from the swing high to the swing low. Roughly, we're just doing kind of roughly here, okay? That 702 level for the fib came in right around 104 bucks. It broke that, okay? It's up through the 786, and you know, right where this fib started is up at 143. All right, so if I had to guess, I would think this thing's going higher. All right, if it breaks that level, you know, then you're looking at these higher prices up in here, you know. 148. You know, you got them all through here. 140. Then you got one down here at 135, roughly an area. 135, 137. That would be the next major resistance if it breaks this level. Then of course, if you go on, let's take a look here. Let's zoom in here on this 1 hour. I want to show you this ABC. It did perfect. Let's get this Fibonacci off here. Clean this chart up a little bit. And if you haven't yet, guys, please check out my trading course. Level 3 membership, $14.99. All right, for 15 bucks, you get 8 hours worth of videos, 17 or 18 videos in there teaching you how to do all this stuff. Okay, for 15 bucks, you'll get your $15 worth out of it. All right, and I paid almost $400 to learn how to do this stuff. So I'm a small channel, just trying to generate some income, and it's been going well. Thank you to all the members. I think we have 60 now. Thank you so much. I mean that from the bottom of my heart. And before I forget, Merry Christmas, everybody. Thank you for all the support through the year. It's been a great year. Thank you so very, very much. You guys are the best. All right, right here you can see an ABC. All right, if we measure this out, you take it from the swing high to the swing low. Okay, you had to come up right about here. If we take the A wave down, whoops, I apologize here. Let me get that back right on here. So you want to take it from that swing high to the 618 here. Take it down on top. Perfect. A, B, C. All right, that's a bottom for sure. And then you're getting that bounce off the bottom. The 1 hour is bullish, 36 and a 33, and I think this thing's swinging up from here. You got that 4 hour trying to turn back up here. All right, you got higher lows, no bearish divergence down here. The 8 hour, same thing. You got higher highs, higher lows on here, no bearish divergence. The 12 hour, same deal. You got higher highs, looking good. The daily, same thing. No bearish divergence in here that I can spot. Okay. Here you got a higher high. Yeah, things, it's definitely looking good to me. Solana's looking pretty decent. So watch these price areas. At that 116 area, you have some resistance. The next one is up at 121, 122. All right, let me mark these for you guys. Yeah, right there at 122. Then you have a little bit of resistance right there at that's probably just a whole zone in there. Let's just fatten this up a little bit, all right, because this is a zone through here, that 122 area. All right, you want to break through the 122. That's definitely just a zone. Then your next resistance is at about 130 bucks, and then it goes up here to about 137, and then your next one after that is 141. All right, so please write them numbers down and check it out. But definitely did an ABC in here for sure. Okay, so this thing should be swinging back up again. Looking strong. Solana's looking great. Let me see down here. If you take it, let me put the trend-based fib on here once. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. ABC. This is perfect. Trend-based fib. From the swing low to the swing high. Back to the bottom. Wow. Yeah. I love this trend-based Fibonacci. Please learn how to do this stuff, guys. It pays off. It overshot it. Gave a target of 110. Ended up going up to, 117, 118. You know, if you would have got out at 110 right there, that would have been a pretty decent top. You can spot 5 waves right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then your fifth wave blow off right there. Then you're supposed to have an ABC, which we had, and then you should continue up if it's bullish. So this thing's looking great. Now if we take a that would be a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If this is a wave 1, 2 starting here, yeah, Solana could really have a ways up to go here. You know, not financial advice, guys, but I think it's looking pretty decent. Keep an eye on those levels, and you know, after it breaks back up above this 116 area, you want to see it hold that as support. It should hold it as support. Okay, on the 1 hour, you had a perfect ABC correction in here. Your major support areas, if it doesn't fire up from here, you don't want to see it lose 108. Okay, that should be a support area through here, and of course you got that resistance there, 116, that it's trying to bust back up through, and then the 122 area. All right, like I said, and then once you get through that area, you can see them up through here. Okay, right, then you got about 142, and then up here at 170. All right, that's on the monthly. All right, so keep an eye on those areas, guys. Solana is looking great, man. Still looking good on this thing. Like I said, that full 618 retracement, and it might do it. A lot of coins have not, or tokens that have not done it. All right, up at 163 is the 618. So we'll see what happens. Thank you so much. Have a great Christmas, everybody, and please check out them trading lessons. Thanks a lot.